All right, gear up and step into nature's classroom with the Jamaica Conservation and Development Trust's Mountain Quest, a local project funded by the U.S. government and supported by the Ministry of Education. So here to tell us more about some of the key activities and experiences that the children and myself will get to engage in during their time at Holywell is Jamaica Conservation and Development Trust Mountain Quest Project Coordinator, Ashley Jones, who is also joined by Sir Michael Lavalee. Good morning. Good to have you both.
Thank you for having us.
Morning, Mike. Morning, Ashley. How are you doing?
I'm good. I know you can sense my excitement because actually this is a space that I absolutely am so excited by, and I'm excited for our kids who get to experience this. Walk us through what is coming up for them.
So we've started the project from March on into June. So we've actually completed 10 camps so far.
Oh, wow.
We do have one other pending camp. So we've reached around 483 students so far across 26 schools. So that includes high schools and primary schools. So far, what the experience has been like is we've targeted underserved schools that haven't had the access or resources to visit places like Blue Mountain. And one of the biggest takeaways for me and my team when we get there and when the kids get there, even the camp counselors, a lot of them haven't actually been to Blue Mountains. And they're so taken back by the beauty and a lot of the comments that we get, and it's usually we don't ask them, they just come to us and they're like, we love the breath of fresh air because they're not used to it. They're used to the city life. So it's actually been so heartwarming to like see that firsthand.
You know what's crazy about that statement is that it's a real thing. It's not just like it's just a breath of fresh air. No, the air feels and smells so different up in the mountains. So it really is like a whoa. It's otherworldly almost, isn't it?
Yes, it's so beautiful up there.
It's a wonderful experience. In terms of the activities, you're making it a proper quest. Tell us about what makes it like a proper quest, the activities.
Okay, so the kids come up early. They come up from around 9 o'clock in the morning. So we divide them up, we call them campers, so it's proper day camp vibes. And the first thing they do is they go on a hike. The hike lasts around, it depends on how fast or slow they do the hike. It lasts around, it can be 30 to 60 minutes.
Okay.
So after that, we break for lunch, and then we actually do nature journaling, mindful activities. Nice. We do a lot of, we try to reconnect them with nature. And we center the activities around growth and personal development.
That's so wonderful.
Honestly, it's fantastic.
Especially when you live in a congested urban space. That to have that, it is phenomenal.
Honestly. Mike, the U.S. Embassy decided to fund this quest with a grant up to $25,000 US. Why was this important?
Well, the U.S. Embassy has this small grants program exactly for these type of initiatives. And it's great to be able to partner with outlets like JCDT to enhance the possibilities for Jamaica's youth. The small grants program particularly looks at empowering youth, trying to address the climate crisis, which this
checks both boxes.
We also look to promote democracy and human rights, to stimulate trade and investment and uphold the rule of law. Those are the areas that we look to promote in our small grants program. So this fit right in. And I had the chance to go on one of the hikes last
I saw you in the footage a while ago. I saw you there.
It was amazing. It was with Glenmuir High School. And the kids came, and I had a chance to engage with a lot of them. And it was, for many of them, it was the first time ever getting out of that kind of urban environment and to experience nature. And to see on their faces this change of perspective happening throughout the day, it really was amazing. It opened their eyes to different possibilities, and you know what life is like outside of that box that they were living in.
I think it is, and you've been a diplomat for a long time, as a career diplomat, but this is a different kind of diplomacy, a different aspect of the U.S. Embassy's work in Jamaica. Why is that so important to have this as a feature of American diplomacy?
Well, you know, so much what we do here is based on U.S.-Jamaica relations, and there's politics and there's policy involved in that. But this is about the human ties.
Yes.
This is about the people-to-people ties, drawing our two countries closer together, and also providing a new way of thinking and giving the students here the ability to be able to think outside the box. I mentioned to them, you know, when I was out there, how much, you know, this gives them the opportunity to see things and look at things differently. And they really took that to heart. They really felt that they wanted to come back and do more of this. That they felt that, you know, this is something that is now part of their soul and part of their spirit. And it also created an awareness that they just didn't have before. So that part of the diplomacy is what really makes you know, my life more interesting as well. Getting out there to work with these kids, to work in this type of environment where you can see people's lives changing on a day-to-day basis.
Is it sustainable? Is this something that the U.S. Embassy is looking to provide support to, maybe going into the future, given the profound impact that it has?
Yeah, no, we're looking to support these type of programs. We just had another round of small grants. We called a Notice of Funding Opportunity, and we're reviewing those grants for this coming year. And so we'll have another about $35 million Jamaican dollars worth of grants to be giving out again this year. And some of them are aimed at programs like this.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Ashley, what future plans do you have for Mountain Quest? Because I'm coming on the next one. It's a personal question.
Well, so this is the very first one of the nature. JCDT actually does park tours with schools, but this is the first one that takes it to the next level of personal development. So right now we're not sure as yet what it looks like, but it's so promising that we're definitely thinking about having a Mountain Quest 2.0. So definitely it's been a fantastic experience.
There are people watching this conversation, maybe community development officers in some distressed communities. There are schools who are watching this conversation and they're like, yo, I need to get a contact for Ashley lady because I need my kids to experience this. How do they reach out to you?
Well, you can reach out to the JCDT's office directly because we do take children up to Mountain Quest, to the Blue Mountains on regular tours. So parents, teachers, they can actually plan their own and have it up there. So, or you can reach out to us on our Instagram, which is actually the Blue Mountain, Jamaica Blue Mountain at Instagram.
Okay. Mike, I have to ask you, Jamaican coffee is a yes or a no for you?
Oh, it's a definite yes.
Okay, so where are you going to build your cabin? In Jamaica or in the States? Very quickly, be careful.
I'm already looking at property.
Good answer.
A very safe answer.
Wonderful country. I'm really, really enjoying my time here.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. That was Ashley Jones, Jamaica Conservation and Development Trust Mountain Quest Project Coordinator, and Michael Lavalee, Public Affairs Officer at the U.S. Embassy. When we return, we're still in the field of education with the J. Ray and Nephew Scholarship Program. Please stay with us here on Sunrise.